Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks, back here with another video. You can find me on my website called Gareth Cahoon Speaks or www.garethcahoon.co.uk. This post that I'm doing today is about Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum. But firstly, we'd have to find out who is Klaus Schwab and what sort of family does he come from. Klaus Schwab himself is Eugene's son, in whom we have to deal with today. What is Klaus Schwab's history like after his father? Well, let's take a look at it. As one person states, is the real Klaus Schwab a kindly old uncle figure? Wanting to do good for humanity, or is he really the son of a Nazi collaborator who used slave labour and aided Nazi efforts to obtain the first atomic bomb? Well, let's find out, shall we? Little is known about Klaus Schwab's history and background prior to the founding of the World Economic Forum in the early 1970s. But what we do know, it appears to be the case of like father, like son. As with many global elites, the online record of Schwab has been well sanitized, making it difficult to come across hardly any information. On his early history, as well as information on his family, as we already noted. But what we do know is that he was born on March 30th in Ravensburg, Germany in 1938. And interestingly, his real birth mother is in question because of a possible Jewish descent. Nonetheless, Klaus was the oldest child of the family, and between 1945 and 1947 he attended primary school in Germany. Then Klaus and his younger brother Urs both followed in the footsteps of their grandfather Gottfried and their father Eugene by training to become machine engineers. Klaus Schwab's father had told him that if he wanted to make an impact in the world, that he should train a machine engineer. But this would only be the beginning of Schwab's university credentials. So soon Klaus Schwab's studying for a plethora of degrees in Ravensburg, in Zurich and Friedrich, both in Switzerland, and of course Harvard. He also worked in engineering and machine building in Frankfurt, was elected as president of Ravensburg Chamber of Commerce. Then in 1966, just before the arrival of Klaus Schwab as Schweiz, the Swiss turbine manufacturers merged with the Sulzer brothers, and in 1969, Escher Weiss would officially become called Sulzer Escher Weiss AG. Then in 1967, Klaus Schwab officially burst onto the scene of the Swiss business community and took a lead in the merger between Sulzer and Etcher Wise, as well as forming other profitable alliances. Soon he helped turn Sulzer Etcher Wise into something more than just a machine building plant. He transformed them into a technology corporation at a high speed for a new high-tech future. And it was during this time that Sulzer Wise changed another focus of their business to the form of basic for medical technology products, and even became deeply involved with nuclear technology. But technology advancement wasn't the only upgrade Klaus Schwab gave to his sister Wise. He also changed how the company thought about their business managerial style. Schwab's new business philosophy allowed all employees to accept the imperatives of motivation. Then Klaus married Hilda Schwab, a former assistant of his, in 1971, and together they founded the European Management Symposium, which later became known as the World Economic Forum, in Davos, Switzerland in early 1971. Now that's a bit of the history of Klaus Schwab and his family. But what we need to know now is what sort of company or endeavour is this World Economic Forum and his so-called Great Reset. The World Economic Forum is essentially a global foundation headquartered in Switzerland that seeks to lobby governments and business leaders. It's known for its annual meeting in Davos, where politicians, business leaders, celebrities, and journalists gather at the mountain resort to discuss global issues. The Great Reset can refer to a number of things. The World Economic Forum's founder and executive chairman, Klaus Schwab, co-authored a book by that name, which discusses how the world's political, business, and social instructions may wish to address pre-existing geopolitical concerns such as global warming and the aftermath of COVID-19. The WEF also launched the Great Reset Initiative in 2020, which it says aims to urgently build the foundation of our economic and social system for a fair, sustainable, and more resilient post-COVID future. The WEF events have been themed around the Great Reset, and a video featuring Prince Charles was released to mark its launch. That's another thing that the World Economic Forum has. It has most of our global leaders in its pocket. It has the Pope, it has Prince Charles, it has Vladimir Zelensky, it has Justin Trudeau, it has Emmanuel Macron, it has Canada's leader, can't think of his name at the moment, I can't remember, but Justin Trudeau, that's it. And all these people are members of the WEF and they've pledged allegiance to it. They all want this global community so that we can all be one. But my Bible says that a global cabal will come, and when it comes, it will be a disaster of biblical proportions. And if you follow me into the next post, I will show you how. Shalom, Maranatha, Hallelujah.